2016. Now the content marketing has become more smart, more strategic. Even the content types has been of so many types. The content is so rich now. It means we can use the infographics, pictorial, textual contents, videos, webinar, anything we can think of. So as a content marketer in 2016, you have to amalgamate all this type of content. You have to select those content types which can appeal your customer. You have to understand your customer's persona, his bias, habits, and according to that you have to create the whole marketing plan. You cannot just do what you were doing before 2 years or 3 years. It's completely changed because of the algorithms like Panda and Hummingbird, and also the behavior of the customers who are usually checking so many facts before making a single purchase or making any decision of joining a webinar. They used to check who is the speaker or who is the agency conducting the webinar. So it's very important to be smart and strategic for your content marketing in the 2016.
When we talk about content marketing, we are talking about blogging, we are talking about the website content, we are also talking about case studies and press releases and everything. Now, as I know, Ashwini is very active in as she's very active as a search engine optimizer. So Ashwini, like, how can we relate SEO and content, and how does it affect a good content, how it can affect the good ranking in terms of SEO on the search engines?
Now I can say that if content marketing is not part of your SEO campaign, then you are out of the game, not even have started the game, because content is the focal point in any SEO or digital marketing campaign. Your whole campaign should be weaved or crafted around the content, because content is something everybody is giving more emphasis, whether it is a user or search engines or any other marketing media. So at that point, you have to be very much specific what kind of content you are creating. It should be also very specific around your customer base. And if your customer is coming to your site, if they are reading it well, if it is waved in a way that the search boards can rank you well, then you are in the game or you are in the top list of the content or your competition. But if you are not creating content properly, then you are out of the algorithm, you are out of the rankings. I can say even you can knocked out completely. So any content marketer needs to be very specific around the content. It should be related to the reader, but they also have to put the search boards in mind. So it should be a complete balance. And as I said, it is the focal point, because SEO, each and every activities of the SEO nowadays is somewhere crafted and weaved around the content itself.
Great, wonderful. Yeah, truly said, Ashwini. I was dying to ask the question to you that how blogging can help business to generate traffic on the website. Now, the role of the blogs that I am expecting you to answer.
Right, blogging is a very major part of generating the traffic in both ways, because if you think about the users, they would like to read more of the stories or related facts about anything. Means if you are a travel industry or you are providing a tourist services, then they would like to know which are the best tourist places or which is the best challenges when you travel to some new destination, or what would be the better hotels to stay at. So you have to be very, very creative in the blogging to attract the users. Apart from that, when you publish the blogs every day or frequently, more frequently rather than the every day, then you are also keeping your content fresh, your website fresh. It will attract more and more search engine bots. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So you can attract more and more the search engine boards, and you will get the better rankings for the keywords or the words or phrases which your users might be searching online. So this way you will win the game in both the sides. You will get the rankings in terms of what you are doing as an SEO, and you will also get the good readers attraction and their attention to your sites. And once they are coming to your blog, they are reading your blog, then they will be the loyal readers of your blog. So then you don't need to attract them from other channels. They will come to your blog daily or frequently, read your blog. They will share it with their friends, and you can get more and more visitors. So this is how it works.
Great. You have collected so many certificates from Google, from HubSpot, from Bing, etc. So it always create a curiosity in my mind that how do you deal with your customers? The same question in your absence I asked to Khushbu as well. That how do you deal with your customers when it comes to spending money for a good content writing?
It is a very, very tough challenge, I can say, and it doesn't matter to Indian customer or the foreign customer. Every customer is very, I can say, constrained to spending money for specifically content marketing. If you will ask them to spend millions of dollars on PPC campaign, they might be get ready. For making them convince how the content is important, it's a really tough job, and that is what I'm facing since the beginning. And I we have to make them understand now how it works, and it cannot be done in the first job. It takes number of calls, it takes hours to make them understand that how content can play a very, very important role, because content is in the focal point of actually digital marketing campaign. And it is quite a tough job, but we have to make it, we have to make them understand. And in 80% of cases we win, but in 20% of cases we lose. Customer don't accept the what is the quality of content, what is the need to spend on it. And they used to say we will provide the content, some of them write there on their own, but it cannot create the content which a domain expert or the expert content writer can. And in that case we just lost the game.
Okay,
It's
Ashwini.
quite a tough.
Now, continue with your question, your answer rather, and my question. I just asked the same question to Chintan. Now the same question to you as well. How do you see? Do you see that content marketing? Because we are from the same background. We have seen that 2015 was the trend of the content marketing compared to
Yep.
2014 and 13. Now, how do you
Yeah.
see how it can change the marketing altogether in the coming year in the 2016?
It will definitely gonna be the main player of the game, because the reason is after mobile marketing, content marketing is the second largest marketing tool right now. And as I said in the earlier when we joined the Blab, that now there are different kind of content, not a single kind of content. There are rich content in terms of pictorials, videos, and everything. So as a content writer or as a content marketer, you can use all type of content and you can distribute in all the possible channels, whether it is a social media or a blog or YouTube channel or anywhere. Content is a thing, means it's a multiple things from where you can attract your visitors to your site, to your product, to yourself. They will need to know that what you are doing. They are not going to make a purchase in a single click or in the first visit. They will know about you. They will check different types of content on all the available channels, and then they will make a purchase or make a decision what they want to do, and then they get converted. So in 2016 content will be the focal point, I would say. Even it can beat the mobile marketing, it can come on the first rank.
Ashwini, you just mentioned about the content marketing tools. Now,
Yeah.
talking about the tools, we know that the web content is there, blogs are there, and new press releases are there. Everything is social media content is there. I will specifically talk about infographics over here. That
Mhm.
because when we go to the Pinterest, we see a beautiful infographics are being created by the international companies. But why we are not able to see such good infographics by the Indian companies? Do you think that still Indian companies are not so enthusiastic about using very good infographics, or maybe they are not understanding the importance of the good creative infographics?
Actually, I would say the Indian companies are starting getting into the shoes. They means I can understand they are not as much enthusiastic, but they are excited about it. It was earlier when people were not even considering the infographics, but nowadays many Indian companies are making extraordinary infographics, specifically in mobile domain. I have seen so good infographics in Indian by Indian companies itself. And the reason we are behind than the other companies, other countries, maybe because lack of awareness and lack of adaptability. We are quite people who are means quite comfortable in what we are. We used to not adapt the changes. When we see yes, this change can get something quite better and people are going ahead of us, then we start adapting the change. So that is the problem. And it is not with the infographic, it is everything new. Means even if somebody is buying the smartphone, I will not buy it quickly. I will see, okay, he is getting something good. I will take help of few people. I will ask, okay, it is actually good, it is worth spending. Then only we spend. Indian are, I can say, more smarter, and that's why they step little bit behind before taking anything new or adapt anything new. And but now Indian companies are doing really well in infographic. And if there are any Indian owner or something who is listening to the blab and who is not using the infographic, I would say you must put it on the first page, because infographic is something everybody will look at, because it can contain so much of rich content and people will look at it, because nowadays people are quite busy. So infographic, it's something which will attract the users to your site rather than reading the 500 word content. Some people will like to read the infographic, which will give them the information in the graphical version.
Ashwini, like so many people, when we discuss about the blog. There are so many
Mhm.
people who are still not sure that how to use the blog in terms of what, because they already have the website. Now, so many people, they say that rather by going with the WordPress or the Blogger, and to have a separate blog separate to the website altogether, or should have an integrated blog in your existing website only. Which would you prefer to convince to your clients?
Integrated blog in the website only. The reason is it refresh your website content every day. It attracts the boards to your site, because everybody in the digital marketing field would know that every kind of search board, whether it is a Google, Amazon, or anything, every kind of search board likes the fresh content. They like something which is refreshing to the user. They wouldn't index the old content every time. So whenever you put a blog, you are inviting the search boards to come to your site, index your site, and rank your site. So when your site is getting ranking, it is opening the doors for other visitors to your site, right? So it should be on your site only, because you are getting the double benefits. You are getting the readers, you are getting the rankings, and all the benefit one should expect in the social media or search engine or in the digital marketing.
Ashwini, right to read or right to rank?
Right to read, but with the balance of ranking. Means you cannot ignore the boards. Your readers must be on the first priority, but you just cannot ignore the boards.
And when people are using WordPress or Blogger, and they are actually using these WordPress blogs for earning money, they can they can they
Mhm.
can attract boards on the WordPress, and then still they can earn the money. Do you see
Mhm.
that this kind of blogs can actually provide the quality content rather than, because I always feel that this kind of blogs are, the content over these kind of blogs are not so informative, rather it is interesting, not the informative. So do you think that
Mhm.
this kind of blogs will rule in 2016? Those blogs
No.
were actually created only and only to earn money through Google AdSense.
No, no, no. They cannot. Even the Google will also not going to give them money for a longer time, because because Google is quite intelligent. Everybody knows. I can say in past 2 or 3 years, it has completely changed the way it was working before. So even if you are creating a blog for AdSense or something, if you are thinking you are going to earn money for a longer time, no, you are not going to do it. You are even banning your IP address and even the country, because often the time I have seen that Google AdSense ban the whole region or ban the whole
True.
country because of the spam. So they are going to get money for a few months or maybe a few years. Once they get penalized, they are getting the adverse effect for them own self and also the other people who are doing a good job, because there can be many good bloggers who are writing such an informative quality valuable content, but they get banned because of the other spammers in their particular country. So if somebody is doing it, they should start doing, as I said, write it for the readers, keep the boards in mind, but write it for the readers itself.
When it comes to the online praise releases, what's your take on that?
It is an excellent tool for marketing, I would say, specifically if you are willing to create a brand, right? Brand can create many benefits which you cannot get by the top three rankings. If you are creating a brand, for example, if I am saying the Nike shoes, people are going to grab it, right? If I say the iPhone 6 is coming, they are not even waiting for the phone to come and check the features. They are just starting subscribing for it. So if you are creating a brand, then press release will play a very major role over there. And nobody should ignore the value of brand and the press release, because it will convert your news, your stories into the content, and it will reach to your users, your readers, your clients. and everybody likes to know about the company they are willing to buy something or they are willing to connect in any way, right? And news or press release is something which will connect the gap between you and your customers. So you must consider the press release if you are in the thinking, yes, you are a long term company, you are going to do something for a long term, then press release is the best thing to do and everybody should do. That's what I want to say on it.
Great, wonderful. Now, because we have seen in the search engine optimization, we have seen that there is always a big talk about what backlinks generate the more and more backlinks and everything, right? And we have seen that there are so many directory submissions and everything. People are dying to get the free directory submission, and they are doing this for well. And they're also saying that we are doing directory submission over 200 directories, 300 directories. Somebody has said we do it for the 1,000 directories. Ashwini,
Yeah.
like, what's your take on this directory submission?
So I would say if you are doing the same in 2016, you are dead. You just have to stop doing it. The mass link building is gone since the time the Penguin has launched, right? The theme, even in fact, there is a very new thing comes into the market or in the picture of the social ranking or the search rankings, which is called the citation. In the citation you don't get the backlinks, you only get the citation of your link of your company, right? For example, if there is a press release, as we just have talked, if there is a press release, then you are getting cited. You might not get the backlink from that particular press release. For example, if my article is published in the Times of India, right, so they are not going to put my link, they are only put the citation, and that is playing a very very good role in the 2015 or 2016's marketing. So if you are thinking about getting the backlinks and you are doing the mass submission in directory or article or anything, even in the content marketing, if you are doing the mass submission in thousands or hundreds of millions of directories, you are killing your own self because you are going to penalize for sure. You are out of the game for sure. So stop doing it. Start being smart and strategic, whether it is a directory submission or a content marketing.